Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 26th of June for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you an overview of what we can all collectively expect this week, but please stay with me. I will explore your zodiac sign in much greater detail thereafter. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining us. I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. If you have any thoughts or comments you'd like to share, please do so. I do try to interact with each one. This is very much a community. If you're a returning visitor, thank you so much for joining me once more. Remember, if you'd like to get your free daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, please see the subscription link beneath this video. Now, as this week begins, the energy of the Sun being in the sign of Cancer, which began last week, is gaining momentum. Also on Tuesday, Mercury, the planet of talk and thought, moves into Cancer too, which is going to aid this process. But there is a quarter moon on Monday in the sign of Libra, and if we are unsure about a home, property or emotional issue, we could find ourselves seesawing a little bit in our thinking through this week. However, the Sun is forging a really splendid angle to Jupiter, a sextile of 60 degrees. This is one of the most fortunate in astrology, but it also forges a very stable link to Saturn in the water sign of Pisces. So I feel that if we are wanting to do things around our home, family, or creating greater serenity, or finding places or situations where we can create more peace, this is a fine week to go for it. But also, as the week goes on, Venus is in a square with Uranus. So it could be a time in a romantic situation where it's a good moment to try to refresh things with a little bit of a new approach, particularly if things have become a little bit too samey. And later in the week, Venus gets very close to Mars. So there could be some surprise visitors, maybe some kind of a family gathering or celebration. But as the week draws to a close, the rather dreamy, mystical energies of Neptune goes into a retrograde, which will last through to the 6th of December. For your deep dive on your zodiac sign, please stay with me. Now, if you would like to ascend above this zodiac broadcast and really dive into the benefits of more serious astrology, if you give me 3 pieces of personal birth data of time, date and place of birth, I can provide for you your life roadmap report. This will give you huge insights into the patterns that are playing out in your life, but you can get a much more intimate awareness of what they are. Also, my special package, you can get your 12-month personal forecast. This will give you searing insights for the months ahead. If you don't know your time, my solar package works by not using an assumed ascendant and focuses on your Sun. Please see the link below so you can check out both of those options. So Scorpio, your week commencing the 26th of June forecast sees Venus, the planet of charm, merge with Mars, your traditional ruler, as the week draws to a close. If there is something that you need to discuss of a professional nature, or you feel that you need to present yourself in a very dynamic way, that combination is going to prove to be irresistible. So you're going to have the guile of Venus, but also the authority of Mars. What a winning formula. It is true that Venus and Uranus are in a bit of a tetchy relationship this week. Perhaps in a romantic context, things could be ripe for a little bit of a change. But if you are thinking that something spontaneous would help you both, perhaps if you're in a time, you've been caught up in routines, the fact that Mercury joins the Sun in Cancer in House 9 on Tuesday really is going to help that. But the standout influence this week is the Sun's link to Jupiter, which can be very fortunate. So if you're single, Perhaps Venus's clash with Uranus could be that something's going to happen quite quickly and dramatically. If you are traveling somewhere, you're on a vacation, or you're planning to go somewhere, or you attend some kind of event like a band or a concert, you could get talking to someone who's like very bright and bubbly, and that could be the Venus square Uranus energy. It's a very quick moving energy. It just asks you to be very open-minded, because sometimes things happen when we're least expecting them, and if we're a bit switched off, because maybe, as your sign can be, you can be a little cautious, something could go by. So just be ready for something that could be unscheduled to just come into this week. It is true, as the week draws to a close, that Neptune goes into a retrograde in your sector of romance, but also that can make you think much more profoundly about what you want from your love life, or how you can manifest your creativity and artistry in a stronger way. Now, the fact that Saturn is in retrograde in the same area, essentially you do have an opportunity through the next couple of years to really push forwards with what makes you unique. So if you have talents, even if these retrogrades are challenging, they are still opportunities to work with what you have. Maybe it's about digging deeper down into your inner resources to get out into the open. And with Venus and Mars in such a glorious combination as this week draws to a close, if in this week in particular you do have a chance to showcase what's important to you, you can do so absolutely magnificently.